Now, students, a very important program for you. In fact, I am going to discuss a concept using this program. What is that concept? That concept is how to define a function in a class and how to create an object in the main function to call the user defined function, means the function which you have defined. So, students, just let's read the program. Write a program in Java to add two numbers. So, the main task is to add the number and print the result. So the result will be stored in another variable. Okay. To create or define the main function and do create or define the main function or main method to call the function or method that you have defined to add two numbers. So how that method will be called? It will be called using the object of that class. Alright everyone. Students, here I am just discussing the user defined functions and the function is non-static. So static and non-static we will discuss in the coming videos, but as of now you stay focused upon this one thing, that how to define a function and how to call that function using the object of that class. Okay, so let's begin the discussion of the program. Students, the basic idea of the program I'm just giving you, what is going to be there in the program. So you need to design a class, any sensible name you can give to the class which you are going to define. Students, after that we have got two functions here. One is the user defined, that is add, and the other is main function, which is going to be used to create the object and call this add function which you have defined. All right. Now what this add function does, it simply prints the result. So it doesn't return anything. The return type will be void. What is my suggestion, students, to understand this program better? Please watch my previous videos. I will give the links of those videos so that you could have a better idea of what we are discussing right now. All right. Now, students, add function is there, which is a user defined method. I have already written there. So two integers as arguments. So this area is meant for argument. In the parentheses you pass what? Arguments. So two integers are required. How? I will show it to you. So this is the basic format which I have told you just now. Return type is void. I told you. Then what is this PSVM? So that is actually I have written in short, but in the examination you have to write the full thing, which is public static void main, right? And one argument is there, that is an array, args, square bracket is there, that is the name of the array and it's an array, so square bracket is there, and the data type is a string. All right, students, here you can see two integers as argument which are added through the function and print the result which are there. Okay, so this is the combination here in the class. Now one very important thing, if you don't remember that how to create the object, so syntax for creation of the object: class name we write, then object name, assignment operator, new, and then constructor. Constructor is also a member function. We'll discuss it in the upcoming videos. Now arguments, if they are required, and arguments will also be there, otherwise it will be left empty, just parenthesis is enough. So we have got one example here. If you have to create a car out of a class car, so car, suppose the name of the object I have kept Swift1 equal to new, and then name of the class, because the class name and the constructor name are always same, and even the cases are also same, parenthesis and semicolon. So anyways, students, now we come to this code. Here class name I have kept calculate, pretty fine, because we are calculating what? Sum of two integers, so it's fine. Now where I am going to do that, I'm going to do it inside the function add. So public void, public is the access specifier, void is the return type, add is the name of the function, that is an identifier for this function which I'm defining. Now two integers were required. There are two numbers, int a comma int b. All right, so these are formal parameters or formal arguments. I have already told you in the previous videos. So function definition, two formal arguments, and then here is the expression for the sum of two integers a and b. So I've written intc, that's a third variable which will store the sum of these variables a and b. So intc equal to a plus b. Then add a and b, stored the sum in c. All right, that is a comment. Okay, so that is a statement. You are already aware of that. This way we write the comment in the program. So do write the comment in the examination. That will be good for you. Some marks will be given, and it is more sensible, so that anybody who reads the program, you can understand what is being done here. Okay, now One or two comments are fine in the examination. Now system.out.println sum of A and B is equal to plus C. So you can see whatever I want to print as it is, it's all written in double quotes, like sum of I wanted to print, so in double quotes. But whenever I need a value to be printed, I have to write it without double quotes. So variable A, B and C are written without any quotes. All right. Plus is being used here to bring all these things together, right? After that, students, now the function definition is over with this closing curly brace. So there's the function header and there's the function body within the curly braces. Okay, now students, main function to call this function using the object. So we'll create the object, then we'll call the function. So public static void main string args. After that, we begin the function definition. Which function definition? Main. Students, we have created the object obj, which class? Calculate. So calculate this side also, because this is the constructor, it has got the same name as of the class. So students, here the object obj equal to new is there to allocate the memory to the object, and after that we have created the object. Now we can call this function add, which we have defined. How it will be called? Use the name of the class, name of the object, that is obj, dot function name, that is add, then parenthesis is there. Inside the parenthesis, two arguments, means these are actually the values which are to be added through the function add. So these are actual arguments or actual parameters. Okay, so in the function call we specify the actual parameters or actual arguments. So finally what will happen? These 2 and 3 are going to be copied here in this A, means 2 will be copied to A and 3 will be copied to B. So please, sequence of values you always take care of whenever you deal with the arguments in any function program where the arguments are present. All right, that's important. After that, what will happen after the execution of this? So 2 plus 3 will be added and result is in 3. So on the screen, what will be the output? Sum output will be, let me show it to you, sum of A, that means what will be printed? 2, then and instead of B, what will be printed? 3, then is equal to, then what will be printed? 5. So output here is, students, sum of 2 and 3 is equal to 5. All right, I hope everybody has understood it well. Please practice it on the system in your copy. That's a very important program. Will give you a very good understanding of calling a function and how it can be called using the object in the main function. Thanks everyone.